and welcome to The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt, or sometimes just Witcher 3, or Witcher The Wild Hunt. It's the third installment in the Witcher franchise for the video games, originally a Polish folklore, and I think it's, wait, no. It's a book that came out in the 80s, I think. I don't know. But then it got transferred into a video game in like 2007 for the PC, and then 2011 was The Witcher 2, The Assassin of Kings, that was out for PC, and a year later came out on Xbox 360, and then now we're The Witcher, The Wild Hunt for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So, I'm on PC with using the Xbox 360 controller. So button prompts are going to look like Xbox One. It is definitely on PC, so we can definitely show you that because of you got video settings. But yeah, some of these settings. I'm using a 7600 2 gigabytes NVIDIA i5 34 3.4 gigahertz, 16 gigs of RAM. So there's so I got some power. It's kind of a mid range tier. Actually, what just came out, like what are the new thing you got to watch out for is the 970 Ti. It's a $350 card, and it's on par with the Titan X. So look into that if you're looking for a new computer. It's for a game at 60. But here I go. I got I'm capped at 30. I can bring it to max of 50 with everything low, and I thought I was just like, you know what? On an RPG, for me, I played Dragon Age in the past. It's perfectly fine to do 30. I played it on the PS4. It looked gorgeous, and I thought I'll drop down the frame rate and make the game shine. And this game is gorgeous when you're in the forest and it's just lush areas, or when you're in the towns and all that stuff. So it's gorgeous game. I got everything pretty much on medium or high, terrain quality, high, water quality, ultra. This is a arbitrary feature. Like, this is such minimal effects, so I'll just turn that down. Grass density is really cool, though it's one of the stronger hits. Texture quality, I have that on low. Interesting. And then foliage range is actually another cool one. Detail level, hardware cursor, I don't know. Some post-processing, you turn this shit off. Like, seriously, like, turn this shit off. Anti-aliasing, sharpening, you get your finer thing, and then ambient occlusion is how light reflects off surfaces, so I don't have a problem with frame rate, except when I get into town, and then I believe that's more of a processor thing. A lot of the intensity of this game is on the GPU, but then once you get into town, when you have the AIs going, that's where the processor happens. So this is a really intensive visual game, and so that's where you will get some really good benchmarks for GPUs from this. So that's the start of the game. I mean, that's my little speech of this game is pretty intense in terms of visual fidelity. It's the next benchmark. There's Crysis, there's Grand Theft Auto, now there's The Witcher 3, and there was also, of course, Metro 2033 and Last Light, definitely hardcore stuff. But this is going to be a new benchmark. So let's get into the game. So when I hit continue, it's gonna say I'm towards the end of the game where I just have to like tell everybody, hey, doing this, and then shit happens. So really like one of the last acts. But when I press this button, it's gonna be a spoilers. So I'll just try to ignore it.
The curse that held him up proved hard to lift.
So yeah, I find Yennefer. Spoilers. I mean, you find Yennefer after within a couple hours of the game, and all that stuff. I mean, that's practically the whole thing. You're looking for the whole thing of the game is you're looking for Ciri, which is your adopted daughter, who is she runs off or something, all that stuff. So Jesus Christ, that's actually loaded faster than I anticipated. But the load times in this game are actually really fast for like an open world game compared to Grand Theft Auto. Oh my god, load times are gorgeous. I have a 7200 RPM hard drive, so it's not an SSD, but still it feels real fast. The initial The initial load is the longest, but once you get there, it's good to go. So right now, we're in Skelos Islands. I'm gonna first start off with some major complaints I have with this game, but Jesus, look at this foliage. Like, you just look at this foliage. Like, it's gorgeous game. Like, through compression of the video that I'm recording, you know, I do at 30 megabits per second, 30 FPS at 1080. So it's gonna, it looks good at the raw footage, but then once you pack that into the different codecs that YouTube has, it gets a little bit artifacty. But Jesus Christ, this is, I just like, just wandering in the in these woods and all that stuff is just gorgeous. You know, somebody took a long time putting all this stuff, and you know, it's just, it's gorgeous. Like up there, it just looks pretty good. But then when you start looking at it, even that, like the scale of what's going on in this game, it's great. Like you could see the whole village here. In some areas, when you're in Velen, when you're coming around over a hill, you see a village and you can see the smoke. But it's just such a gorgeous game, and it's a real benchmark and all that stuff. Though at a farther distance, it doesn't look that great. You can see it's kind of like a lot of fog. Oh, hello. There's a chest right here.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy, the scale of this game. But to the point where I have a problem is not so much the combat anymore. The combat, just like the previous game, is a little bit hard to get into. If you played The Witcher 2 right when it released, you couldn't deflect, you couldn't block. That was a talent you actually had to learn, and so that pissed off a lot of people because that's not fun. Like having to learn block. In later, when they re-released the game, like 6 months later, I think it was 6 months. It wasn't a re-release. It was kind of like the enhanced edition. So they enhanced edition. Everybody gets that. It comes with some extra shit, and then they like retooled the front half, the front act of the game, tell you what the hell is going on and all that stuff. But the problem I have is alchemy and crafting. So we're gonna go to White Orchard, which is your first place, and this is where you come to this
The curse that held him up proved hard to lift. But
you
none of the witchers managed to do it. The others
crafting.
ran
So
awry,
this
but
game
the
is
only
extremely
choice is
like,
not man,
it's like
but
Skyrim,
held in
a
safe.
Dragon Age, and all that stuff. Where it's an open world game, and there's crafting, and there's alchemy you gotta do, and then. But the problem with this game, unlike Skyrim, when you learn patterns, then you can go to a blacksmith, you go to a forge, you craft them, and it all depends on you. In The Witcher, blacksmithing, creating swords, creating armor, creating weapons, it's all based on the blacksmith itself. So that's a real problem I have with it pisses me off a lot. So this is the first blacksmith you enter. You talk to right here. This dwarf right here. You can there's a quest line, a really crazy quest line. One of the I'm gonna say some spoilers, but I'll give you some warning. The first real things, like, this game is not like everything's good, everything's bad. It's just you want that guy to die or that guy to die. And so with this, this guy's place got burned down. And so you gotta find out who they did it. And you can either side with the guy and, you know, say, oh yeah, I had actually never did this, but you side with the arsonist because he's a dwarf. There's a lot of racial tension in this game. And the dwarf's like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he maintains a low-level blacksmith. But if you turn in the arsonist, the Nilfgaard who has control over the area will take the guy out and then have a new forge sent over for Willis, this guy right here. But then the whole town goes against Willis, and it's really interesting. It's a lot of you do this or you do this. Another thing I've encountered where I actually went back and tried it again, see what happens. There's a lot of strings are long. So, like, saving right before the event, you won't see the effects until a lot longer. One time, one of the contracts I had to do was I had to kill a Leshen, and I could either destroy the totems and then kill the Leshen, or I can make a sacrifice of blood to the Leshen and keep the Leshen at bay while the Druid says, yeah, we gotta go to our old ways. But there's a consequence there. You know, you keep the old ways and the weaker kids will die because this town is known for their stronger warriors, but it's kind of like natural selection. So it's really cool about that. Like, that backdrop there is really cool, but the events are, hey, if you do this, kill the totems, you have to send this girl out. Or you go with the druid who, you kill the Leshen, you go with the druid and make your sacrifice, the druid will die. So it's one or the other. If you kill the Leshen, the druid dies. If you go with the druid, you end up killing some of the men. So it's a very, like, gray area. Anyways, sidetracked with that stuff. This is going to be a long video. Down in the description, I will put down little segments, but here is the Blacksmith Crafting. We're going to talk to him.
Return customer.
And
Show me what you got.
so we're going to go with crafting here. So this guy is too low. So, yes, it's not a big problem when you're off to the back, because some of these items are like, you need to be level 18 or 20, but it's just like, he needs to be a higher level. He needs to be a journeyman. He's an amateur, and to get this level item, I need to find a better blacksmith. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is not fun. Let's see here. Does he... And then, depending on the blacksmith, it's an armor or a weapon. It's stupid. It's really stupid. So in the first area, you cannot craft weapons. There is no other thing. There's no other blacksmith in this area. Though it's a smaller area, it's still kind of weird. You will find patterns and all that stuff, but, like, I cannot craft as level 6, but I can't craft a level 8. I can craft a level 1. I can't craft any other stuff. It's like, I can craft a level 9. What? I can craft a level 9, but I can't craft this level 8? Are you fucking kidding me? That's weird. Oh, is this because of its, yeah, it's because of a Witcher gear. But it's stuff like that really pisses me off. You have to go across the world to go to different places. After your first few hours, you're done with the White Orchard, and then you go to the castle, where the Nefgard Emperor is like, where the fuck is Ciri? Here, I'll give you some leads, and you come back here with Ciri. And, fuck you. Nilfgaard is the I'm just gonna say this outright. This game is pretty much Star Wars. You have kind of a rebels, and then, like, the Nilfgaard is like the dark is the Empire. Like, it's like the Empire. And then you have force powers. It's actually really closely similar to Star Wars, except there's no guns. Then we go to Velen, and so here we encounter, you go through here and you encounter Crow's Perch, and from here, this is where you'll kind of meet your first major blacksmith. This blacksmith you encounter is pretty good, but it's not the best. And through later on, you come up on a quest where you have to do some tests. It seems like to get better blacksmith, you have to do quests, and so you do these quests, and you get a better blacksmith. And the quest for getting this armor blacksmith is actually really good. But sadly, like, you have to go across the world to do this stuff, and there is fast travel, but still the fast travel is way back there. This is Crow's Perch, and you can gallop through here. And this is where you will have most of your armor crafted. In the Skelos Islands, it really doesn't matter, because I think there's a couple that are, like, all good. But you talk to this woman right here. Oh, right here, Ignite, this whole thing, they're actually, I think they're going to fix this in the next 1.0 patch, especially around chests, but it's a pain in the ass, a lot of people are complaining about, but here we go. You do a quest, you get this, you have access to this blacksmith. Instead of the dwarf, she's the real mastermind, and you can now craft all the armor you want. It takes a couple days when she's done, but then she will make you a really good armor. But then, yeah, now we have access to all armor. You know, we can make all our armor, again, requiring this mats and all that stuff. Some mats can be broken down, so there's a whole thing of dismantling. So, you know, if I dismantle this, this key, I will get iron ore, or if I dismantle this pig hide, I will get oil and leather. And then with wolf, with this old bear hide, I will get fur scraps and leather, cured leather. But then you can also, you know, it's kind of like it's a entropy type of thing where like everything is destroyed, but you could reforge it. So again, you can craft mats, so crafting components. You can craft with hardened leather and shells. You can craft this stuff. You can upgrade hardened leathers and all that stuff. And so there's like different leathers. There, you know, there's leather scraps, leather straps, and then, you know, there's leather, cured leather, hardened leather, you know, all that stuff. Some, you know, dragonoid leather. It's really complex. Like there's different, you know, types of metals. You know, we got dark iron, dark steel, dark steel plate, dimension ignet, then plate, and then a glowing ore ignet, and then sometimes you need the ore and not the ignet. And same thing with iron. You know, it's like a little bit too much. Like tone it back a little bit. You know, different linens. The fuck is this? Huh? And then different. What the hell? I never noticed this. This style of weird. What's the difference between these? Dark iron, steel. Oh, that's steel plate. No. Oh, it's a different method for creating the dark iron. So that's dark iron ignet, and that's steel ignet. And so this requires dark iron ore, and then steel ignet. Weird. You know, linens, different. You know, sometimes you're gonna need the ore. So just like going to your blacksmithing and then just crafting all this stuff is not gonna be the best. So it leaves your bags kind of packed full of shit. Holy crap! I actually need to sell some shit. You know, string. You're gonna need string. You're also gonna need thread. You're also gonna need this powder stuff, huh? You know, all sorts of different shit. It's crazy, and then it can get a little bit crazy. So we're just gonna sell some stuff. Most vendors are gonna, at least the merchants are gonna take a lot of the crafting stuff. Most of the crafting stuff doesn't cost that much. Most of the bulk of it is the weapons. And the best thing I've seen is dismantling actually can free up some space, which is real nice. But most vendors are not going to have unlimited money. So what I do is go to a certain vendors and then do my crafting there. When you craft, it costs you some gold. So there's a pile for them. You can see right there. That's how much gold they have. But then I could just like sell some of this stuff here and get some money back. Money's not a big problem, I've noticed. If you just like hoard everything, you know, I have 33,000. That's a lot. It's a lot of gold. You do get trophies. Huh, that's interesting. And other stuff, but like this is stupid. Like the whole
Take care.
now I need to make it. Now I want to make new weapons. I have to go to a different vendor, so I get it back on Roach, and you know, we go through here. Sometimes the Roach could be a little bit retarded. We're galloping. Slow down. Get bank back. Galloping, galloping, galloping.
Ah.
And
That's it, Roach.
come on. Like it would be nice if the fast travel was up there. And
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
now we need to go to this guy. Let's try to find him. Where is he? This guy right here. This blacksmith. To unlock this blacksmith, you stumble upon him, or no, you get the quest to get him because you talk to some of the blacksmiths around the area. Who's like, "Hey, where's the best swordsmith?" And you're like, "Oh, he's over in Novigrad." So you talk to this guy, and then I did this at level 16 or 15. No, I did it at level 16, and it was a level 26 quest, and so it took me a lot of times, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go through it. It's gonna be worth my time, because with this, I'm gonna have access to the swordsmith, and so get that done if you do that, and it's just like, it would just be nice if blacksmiths were like, you didn't have to do with this blacksmith, like, or you could go to do your own blacksmiths or something, or you go to blacksmiths to buy mats or repair and all that stuff. So now we get back on Roach. Now we have to go through Novigrad, and now we don't have Gallop. We have Canter, and like, it brings me up to another point where I don't like Novigrad. Novigrad is a gorgeous city. It's like, look at this life in here. There's all sorts of different NPCs and stuff going on. It's a really active town. Like, you can see people live here. But it's it's really cramped. It's not optimized for the best thing, but it's optimized to be like a city and medieval fantasy. So now we have the sword vendor, who only does swords and crossbows. So I can make a crossbow here, but it's not high enough level. You can make bolts. These are like special bolts. You do have unlimited bolts. Bolts are kind of shitty. You would only use them to take down flying animals. So, and then a halt. I don't understand what this is for. I don't understand. Swords, silver swords, blah blah blah, and steel swords, blah blah blah. Tools looks like tools can be made. Tools and upgrades can be made at any vendor, at any blacksmith that has the level. But it goes back to like, oh my god, why is this fucking in the game? Why is there just one blacksmith? Can't I make some stuff? So it's weird. Like, you can make alchemy, but then that's weird altogether too.
So long.
It's weird. Like, so you make one pot. So in Skyrim, or well, I guess in Dragon Age kind of does the same thing. You just replenish your pots. But in The Witcher, the same thing in The Witcher 2. You make the pots, and then that's it. That's it. You don't make another one. You only make the more advanced ones, so you just make it once. This goes for anything in alchemy. So, oh wow, I can make this. So that's done. Now I never have to make that again. So all those mats I don't need anymore. But these are kind of like the conditions. These are the special ones, one-time use. Not one-time use, but like you can only use one of these, because you get a shit ton of toxicity, and toxicity, once you hit 100% toxicity, you start losing health. But there's a lot of good ones. Like, adrenaline points are quickly gained more than normal, blah, blah, blah. All sorts of good stuff here. And you will get these through doing, just killing random mobs, or doing Witcher contracts, which are like the bounties you do. And so some of these I don't think I can ever get, because depending on the way you do the contract, you might never kill the mob. You may tell them, get the fuck out of here, dude. And so a Doppler is a changeling, or a morpher. They can change things, so you can tell that you interact with this. You find a Doppler, and it's like, yeah, you gotta get the fuck out of here. But then you're gonna need him. You're gonna need him. So maybe not kill him, and all that stuff. There's so many strings in this game, like this little string where it's just a random encounter where, hey, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm gonna need you later on. Or you could kill them, and then you're shit. I don't know. Like it's weird. And a lot of stuff. The same thing with the succubus, because the Dopplers and the succubus are kind of sentient. They talk in native tongues and all that stuff, unlike a wraith or a leshen or a griffin or a hag or some sort of necrophage. So I've encountered 2 succubus, and I haven't killed them. And I could have killed them, but I'm like, fuck it. You guys get a good pair of tits, all that stuff. Wervins and all that stuff, and then oils increase the damage you do to, the things. Superiors, and then potions, which are your... Ooh, I can make one of these. Kind of like they have extra effects that you can do. Oh, wow, increases... Huh. Here we go. I still haven't gotten this killer whale one. I still don't know where these the mats are for this. It's balsai fruit. But one thing I do have a problem here is Dwarven Spirit and Alchest are extremely important to your alchemy, but you actually so every time you use a potion, so we're going to use a swallow. I'm pressing down on the D-pad, so in the bottom left, down on the D-pad, and use it up. So I'm going to use Thunderbolt, increase my attack damage. Use it again, blah, blah, blah. And to do that, so you're going to want to meditate. To regen your potions, you also can regen your health. You want to meditate, and then 1 hour. Alchemy was used to replenish your alchemy items. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Alchemy, I mean, you have other alcohol in the thing, yeah? Like, you have other alcohol. So I don't know why it picks these. It's weird. Maybe they don't count or something? I don't know. And then inventory is a little bit confusing. So you have your equipment. These gemstones start to... You don't want to sell these because, like, maybe I'll put them in. But a lot of these are, like, 3%. So that means every 33 strikes you will stagger them. And that's a lot of strikes. Another one I've noticed might be bugged is this rune of Charbog runestone. It doesn't say attack power. But yeah, it's like, here's just all your equipment. This is everything that can be put in your equipment slot. You know, you got bolts and all that stuff that can be put in here. And then there's also trophies. And then there will be, there's saddlebags, saddles, and then horse blinders will all go into here. Like, it can get really packed. Then these repair units can also get really packed. And then you can also use your usable items. So this is all your items that you can click on and do something. This includes books and notice boards items. And then potions and bombs and then items that could be put in your pockets. Like, so I have 7 torches. What the fuck? Different potions on out of here. You know, these are one-time use, but again, they can be replenished. Food goes in here. But get rid of your food. You don't need your food. It's very useless. Work into swallow. That's your main potion you want to use. So that's the red one there. That is a regen thing. It's pretty good. It regens when you are not being attacked. So if you get attacked, there's a 2-second thing where there's a delay. Let me get the tooltip. Yeah. Enhanced Swallow accelerates vitality regeneration. Vitality regeneration pause for 2 seconds while receiving damage and all that stuff. So some of this could have been cleaned up. Like, there's room for more tabs here. Like, maybe room for books and notices will be right here, or all that stuff. And then here's all your crafting materials. Like, holy fucking shit. You know, you got your ores and your monster stuff, and then, the little tip, I just pick up everything for monsters. A lot of that stuff is going to be usable. All that stuff. Here's some, Alchemist powder. Empty bottle. I don't know why I have this. Mutagens. you just have tons of mutagens. You can't do anything with, Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess the alcohol is here and you can't... I guess alcohol doesn't mean anything. It's... I don't know what to do with these mutagens. Like, they're practically useless and they don't use much, but you can combine them for more, so in the alchemy, you can, get a greater mutagen, but there's some potions that require, like mutagens. It was like, what is this? So this requires earth. Which one is this? So this one requires 5 lesser red mutagens for the Algold dectation. And then where... This one? No. This one requires foxtail. No, it's just green. Maybe it already... here we go. For the reliever's dictation, requires 4 lesser red, blue, and green. And it's like, oh, what? Like, you can't break apart mutagens, which is really weird. So 3 are needed to create 3 lesser to create a regular green one, and then again 3 green mutagens are required to make a greater one. And it's a little bit weird. Like, you kind of required to keep all this shit in here. It could have been like maybe have mutagens in its whole little thing, or like herbs in one thing and then orbs in the other, and then like monster stuff like water essence and forktail hides would be in another thing. And then there's a whole another tab of just like quest items, box and keys. Like, it would be nice if to not have these anymore. There's rotting flesh. What the fuck? And some of these you want to keep, I think. I don't know. Keys. Like, you can scrap these for iron, but like, maybe not. I don't know. You get a lot of keys, and then other items are, just... I don't know what to do with this stuff. I really don't. Glass, I don't know what to do with this stuff. Some of these hides you can break down, but again, this should be in its own little separate thing. What the fuck? There's rotting flesh here, and then there is a rotting flesh here. Interesting, very interesting. And then another thing I have a problem with is there's 3 different factions in this area, actually 2 now. In the events of the defense of The Witcher 2, shit happens. The Nilfgaard start to push north again, and this is all This is all like credits rolling when deciding what you do with Letho and all that stuff. So the whole thing with The Witcher, the Assassin of the Kings, 2 kings are assassinated in Temeria, and so the Redonians kind of take control of the Northern Realms. This is where you are. You're in the Northern Realms, and then the Nilfgaard start pushing in. So the whole map here is Novigrad is independent, and then the Redonians, and then there's a 3rd faction up here that hasn't been talked about. And so there used to be Temerians up in here, I believe, and then the Skelos Islands are an independent from all this. But it's cool backdrop and all that stuff, and like it's really cool that you have these 2 other currencies, but everybody uses crones. So Skelos Islands area and Skelos Islands, Velen, White Orchard, and Novigrad, Oxford all use crones, which is like, why even have these here? You could remove these and it would not change anything in the game. It would not change anything in the game. But these are they get you some serious gold. Like, but it would be better just to put you gold into the thing. So makes you go back to, you finally make your way to Novigrad and you want to talk to this merchant. This is the banker, and so this is not. There's a merchant here. The banker is a dwarf. You talk to him, and then you talk to him. It's like, hey, I want my gold, motherfucker. And the guy's like, no problem, buddy. And you get your gold, and then there's also a shopkeeper there. So without knowing that there's a, that's where the bank is. Like you would never know. Like, okay, where do I go to this bank? It's like nowhere in the game does it tell you where the bank is. So you either stumble upon it or you find out by the internet. Things I have a problem with. You should never make a game where the only way to find out where it is to look up on the internet or stumble upon it. That's stupid. Like, that's stupid as hell. It's amazing. It's amazing. But that's it for my bitching of this game. But it's... Oh my god, it's just such a gorgeous game. Like, it's stunning. It's lifeful. It's... You know, it's Dragon Age Inquisition looks like a gorgeous game, but then when you get like close to it, like you don't have these magical cities. You know, Assassin's Creed Unity tried to do this, but like this game actually runs pretty well. You know, I am recording a little bit, so the frame rate is a little bit dippy in Novigrad. I don't know how that transfers over to the video, but it's a gorgeous game. It's great. You know,
Prowls the city, but you're not
let's go for a little exploration. You know, there's tons of dialogue. There's tons of different NPCs that are like, it's not like the cut and paste of Skyrim. This is like somebody spent a lot of time here. So come on, Scallop. You know, we have a guy just picking in the fields. We have different people picking in this field. Oh, there's a little bit of popping, but still, it's like there's a windmill up there. I want to go to that windmill. What's over there in that windmill? Sometimes it bugs out and you have to... Oh, God. Damn it. You know, going through this little orchard here. Gorgeous. Like, it's amazing what CD Projekt did here. Like, it's a new... It's gorgeous. Look at this. Look at the deer. Though there is bugs, so like I can't fucking gallop. You know, it looks very natural. It looks realistic. Like this is amazing. Like this is as good as you're gonna get. You know, there is mods where you can push out even more, you know, different shaders and all that stuff that people put out, but it's still like vanilla. This game looks gorgeous. Like I'm going through the valley. Let's see here. There's some wolves here. There's a giant tree. And I'm just wandering through here. Yeah, there's my scallop. You know, it's pretty crazy. It's a trail here. Let's see here. You know, people put effort into making this world, and it's not generic. Like there's caves and all that stuff. Like events happened right here. Like something happened here, and you'll probably through your course of this is, you know, war happened here. You know, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's another problem I have with this game. Like, you can attack on your mount, but sometimes you're gonna attack on the wrong side. You know, this is like, look at this. You're coming into like a war happened. Something happened here, and you know what happened here. It's like a regular NPC. It's cool. It's crazy. You know, all this stuff in here. Like, you just look at this world map and you realize that this is only a fraction of the actual world. It's actually like a third of the world. More like 40% of the world. Like, it's huge. It will take you a while to get from point A to from one tip to the other tip on this landmass. You know, it's huge. And I've dropped like 60 hours in here, and I still have a lot of things to do. Every question mark here, there is guaranteed something there. Either it's a mob or a monster, just a mob protecting something, or there's some sort of loot there, or there's a monster's nest, but there is something there. And somebody put effort into that, and every time I go to there, it's something interesting. It's not boring. It's like, oh, it's another Drowners. It's like, oh, cool, it's Drowners. Or, you know, I need their loot because I'm trying to upgrade my stuff. Or, you know, it's a giant Wyvern. Oh my god, cool. You're gonna encounter Wyverns just randomly. Like in this area right here, I encountered a wyvern just like randomly. I'm like, oh, he's flying up above. It's crazy. Like, let's, you know, without me knowing, I would not even go in this direction. So let's just go to this point right here. It's marked on the map.
Long live Radovid.
And, you know, there's something here. What's here? So we got a monster's nest. Oh, wow. Oh, so we got some, these guys here. These guys are just so low level, so... I actually didn't even press them. So those guys explode. So I like to open up with a strong attack, and then, oh, a little artifact there. And then finish off with a fast attack. A little better. There we go. Weird.
Rotfiend nest. Needs
Yeah,
to be
Rotfiend
destroyed.
Fest, and so I'm just gonna blow that up. And so sometimes we'll come out with a stronger guy. Oh, he's on fire. There is kind of like the red barrels in like Unreal or something. Jesus Christ, I got poisoned. I'm gonna go with you, Quinn. There we go. But you know, it's cool. Like, there's something here, and I can pick up some stuff and all that stuff. But it's crazy. So we'll just one other problem I have is a little bit of the sailing. Sailing is kind of based on your wind. So we got a boat here. Let's see if we can go somewhere on the mini map here. Let's see here. You know what? Let's go over here. One cool thing. Whoa, what's that? So I got a shake of the controller. You could just loot anything. There's no stealing like there is in Skyrim. So you will wander into people's houses and like, okay, now I want to steal everything. A lot of the stuff is useless. You're gonna like, oh, you need water. You're gonna pick up a lot of water or food or something which is not needed. Another one of the shittier question marks here are these underwater things where you have to go underwater. Because the swimming in this game is god-awful. So go in here, and let's go down. So I'm pushing down, pushing up on the controller, and I'm going down. And now I'm pressing B to go dive. So let's see what we got here. Some stuff here. You will keep highlighted until you've done everything. You can do your detective vision. Now there's some drowners here. Oh, there's some stuff there. Oh, cavalry saddle. And I got everything. Yeah. So the best thing I can see the surface is it's not the most accurate stuff, but like holding B sometimes works. But if I hold down on the controller, I can like sometimes it's like. Oh god, I could die right here. Oh my god. Like, look at this, I'm holding B. Like, I don't understand what was I doing. What was my character doing? Like, when you're trying to rise, do not touch your controller. Do not touch the stick. So, I just lost a lot of progress. Shit. Like, the checkpoints, there's no autosave. The only time there's autosave is... It's really stupid, their checkpoint system. So, they only checkpoint after major events happen. So, fast travel. So, I lost all my progress going to the doctor, or going to the blacksmith, all gone. So making all that stuff, it's I think, did it save? I don't know. Maybe it saved. Oh, it did save a little bit. But it's just... It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. So all that, oh, god damn it. It's... So... Another time where at checkpoints is you're making like decisions between do this or do that. It will save the checkpoint, and it saves the past two checkpoints are saved. So there is one point where you done all your find out where Siri is, and you can't find anything, so you have to do the event where I'm at, where you spend 30 minutes doing a bunch of different dialogue choices. But then one thing is, hey, Yennefer, let's do it, or hey, Yennefer, I don't want to bum you out. And so, yeah, it's like that. It's weird, the checkpoints. I think it would be nice if it was autosave every like 10 minutes or every 5 minutes. Again, if you're on a PC and you're using the mouse and keyboard, just easily press F5. But I like sitting in my couch and playing on a controller. I tried to do a keypad and like bind F5 to pause, but it was just like too much. But yeah, this game is pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna wrap up with one of my favorite things I love to do in this game are these contracts. And so these are the things where you're like, hey, I hear you got a monster, and then you go into like these need to be like these need to keep on coming because these are always fun, and it's sad. Like these should be procedurally generated.
Many a heart, eh, Dandy?
Let's see here. So we gotta go. Where are we going? We're going to Skeletons. I'm going to here. So when you go to a town, sometimes you'll have a notice board. So these are highlighted in right here. Actually, one of them over here I haven't used. They don't respawn, but they don't regen any new contacts or anything. But there's always stuff there. Where is it? Ah, there. Here we go. The Nilfgaard camp. There's one here, and this is what they look like when they have something here, when there's something meaningful. And you go there and you just like tap A and all that stuff. Usually there's some generic, procedurally generated stuff. I don't fucking read it. But yeah, there's you go there. That's where you could pick up some Witcher quests and some side quests and some treasure chests or quests. But the contracts are the funnest. Once you figure out like a lot of the 12 hours in, you figure out what you like to do in your combat. You figure you're really confident in this game. You can start doing these contracts, and it's really fun. It's like being little CSI, kind of like Batman. It's like this game is a combination of like 7 different games, and it works it well. You got Batman, Skyrim, Dragon Age, fucking a little bit of Star Wars, and it's crazy. So once you get these contracts, you goes to, hey, talk to this guy, and this guy's like,
you, Odin?
Hey, hey, I heard you got a monster problem. Oh, okay. Usually, sometimes it's like, hey, you got a monster problem, blah, 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 I can take care of it. You can talk about the reward here.
Let's talk about my reward first.
And so you can, get more gold here and all that stuff. In some situations, I did a video of this, actually, and I forgot to turn on the audio, so it was the only thing you can hear is my voice, and I'm like, okay, I'm not uploading this, I have some standards. The town is being attacked by a dragon, and they're having a problem with the dragon. You kill the dragon. You negotiate a price, and I think I went 300 credits. I'm like, hey, you okay with 300 credits gold? I'm like, yeah, sure, we could do 300 gold. And then you go there, you kill the dragon, you come back and say, oh yeah, you have 2 options. It's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about the dragon. Or you say, hey, that wasn't a dragon, it was just a big foxtail. And the guy says like, oh, so if it was lesser beast, then you don't need this extra gold. And so I ended up with 150 instead of 300. But again, I have a shit ton of gold, so 300 is only 1% of my cash flow, but we'll do this.
It's a lot. I need to borrow from Kid, but you have it. Won't spare no coin for me boy.
Huh.
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some robes from Pharaoh.
Sometimes it's gonna say, hey, talk to NPCs. Then it's like, hey, you go to talk to NPCs and you talk to them a little bit, and you get a little bit extra stuff. Depending on the thing, sometimes you can go in blind. Sometimes you go in, oh, it's this guy. It's a vampire. It's a troll. It's like, oh no, it's not a troll. Yeah, or it's a wyvern. They say it's a dragon, but these track marks are they look like wyverns, and hey, wait, this is a griffin feather, and so you end up fighting a griffin. If you can actually randomly stumble upon them too. At one point, I stumbled upon a monster cave in Velen, and I killed the mob, and I just completed it. So there's points where you can actually just skip a lot of it, and it's very interesting. It doesn't break the game. It's interesting. So like, hey, you kill it before you actually talk to these people, or even getting the notice, you will get less money. So we go into the division. So we the Witcher sense. So we got some prints here.
I wonder what this means.
Let's see here. We got a dead body here.
Fang and claw wounds all over the body, but those indicate feeding. He died from a blow to the head. A fiend.
Okay, so we figured out what this mob is. So we're gonna go into our bestiary. This bestiary is really cool. Like, there's tons of stuff. So beasts are your like animals, dogs, wolves, bears. Cursed ones are berserker bears, broodlings, and werewolves. You don't encounter many of these, or not broodlings, botchlings. I've only encountered one berserker and one werewolf. And then drachnoids are your flying beasts that are not griffins. So these are what you think of dragons. So a basilisk, wyvern, and yeah. So, and then you got elementas, a djinn, earth, fire, golems, gargoyles, ice elementals. This phantom and wild hunt animals, you encountered some of them. Therizin. Oh my god, Therizin. That's in World of Warcraft. Huh. Interesting. Therizin. Hybrids are your kind of like a mix. So this is where you get your sirens, succubus, harpies, and this is where you get your griffins. Though not your typical griffin of a bird with a body of a lion. Succubus. Depending on your contract, you will fill in with a different thing. So insectoids, you don't encounter a lot of these insectoids. Very few I've encountered. Necrophages are kind of your ghoul things. You encounter a lot of these. So you get your hags, rot fiends, Mordart. I think this is, she comes up, I think, this is the Baron, nope, not gonna spoil that. Foglets, ghouls, hags, drowners, and all that stuff, and then, Ogolets, you don't fight many of these are trolls, and, giants. I've only fought one giant and a few trolls. And, so this is all sorts of things, Cyclops. Reflex, you really don't fight any of these. I've only fought a howler and a chart. You meet a few godlings, and a fiend, dopplers, crones, imps. One of the actually quests where you find the imp is actually a doppler. And then Leshens, and this seems to be the guy. Yeah. So it's this is the thing we got. It's a reflect, so it's Salem and Devil's Death Paw and Reflect Oil. So we're gonna use that, and then there's specters, which are like ghosts, and then your vampires. So, oh, shit, what was it again? God damn it. It's a reflex, so relec. So this is where, like, let's get some potions here going. There we go. We're gonna apply the potion. We're good to go. And effective vision. Let's see here. Oh, hello. So in most things you... holy shit, that thing is huge. Most times you... oh, hello, where you going? Most mobs you can lock on, but when you come up with these white bar ones, you're not going to be able to attack them. So, how I like to do this is you roll out of these guys. The bigger guys, if you're in the trees, use your tree. Use a tree. They're big. They don't clip. And so I like to roll. I don't like to dodge. Dodging is like good against a 1v1, but when you get kind of swarmed. So what I'm gonna do is I have Ignite upgraded, and so that reduced his armor a little bit. And so what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do Axie. We're gonna use Quinn. So what Quinn does is applies a shield to you, and with this shield, you can take a shit ton of damage. Shit. You will... crap. Losing stamina. Why am I losing stamina? You will take a shit ton of damage. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. You cannot die while this is on. So it's if somebody takes a straight thing bigger, takes your full health, you will just reduce your... remove the Quinn. So now we're going to start attacking. We're going to apply a Thunderbolt. There we go. We just lost our Quinn. We're gonna start doing... oh, Jesus Christ, this is, oh, God. And we're gonna do a Swallow. Oh, he's got a bleeding effect. So, let's see here. Yeah, shit. Pop Quinn. So what I like to do is a, God, he is pissed off. So I like to do a fast... shit! I like to do a strong attack and then do some quick attacks, but this guy is not participating real well. Ooh, wow. So I'm using heavy armor, and so my stamina regen... oh, Jesus! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! This is, oh, shit, just got crazy. Okay. Shit just got railed. So now I have a potion here. I have a potion to stop the hypnosis. What is it? It's one of these smaller ones, yeah. Here we go. We're gonna pop this. And then what else we're gonna pop? I think that's good. No, that was cat's eyes. What? What did I pop? Oh, I mean, okay. Oh, okay. Cool. And adrenaline, okay, extended, okay. Do I have anything else here? Increases maximum vitality. Immediately restores a portion of your vitality. Okay, that's interesting. Accelerate stamina regeneration. Let's use this. And then increase from grants immunity to poisons and already okay. And clears toxicity. Okay. Where'd he go?
Ran off to its lair to lick its wounds. Need to track
Shit.
it down.
Okay, well that was fucked. I used some potions, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna meditate a little bit. Let's bring it up to the day. Actually, let's keep it night. Regen my potions. So we're gonna... let's see here. So we got some...
Ran this way.
so we got some potions. We're going to detective mode. Ooh. Sometimes, most of the times, this is actually a first where I've actually had a couple phases. Sometimes when you're doing this detective vision, you kind of want to maybe... sometimes it doesn't update. It's weird. It's still an open world game, so it's a little buggy.
Cross to the other side.
Whoa. Oh, there he is. There he is. So what? Oh, fuck it. We're gonna fucking loot this shit. Got here.
Came this way, toppling trees.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna So the oils last as long as forever. They're based on strikes, so I give 7 strikes, and so it you know, it's how many strikes you have left. So what we're gonna use? We're gonna go back to this and use cat's eyes again. There's a cat's eyes to get hypnosis, just in case he does that again. And increase subside density. No. Caloric generation of. And where's the other one? Where's that? Ah, here we go. It's accelerate stamina regeneration. There he
Get away
is.
this time.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, come on, come on, get up. Damn it. This guy's a pain in the ass. Might just do... Ah. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come back here. Ah. He's regenning. I have bare armor and it's heavy armor, so like I'm slower. Here we go. Gotta get him in the back. I don't. You can't block those because he's so big. Jesus, he's fast. So every roll is the same distance as a strong attack, so you can just go like this. You always want to. They always attack from the front. We're just gonna cheese it right here. And I'm building up adrenaline points. There we go. You know what? Let's oh shit! Okay, let's get regen. Ah! Oh, Curtis. Do better. Shit. Shit. So the green bar is my stamina bar, which is also your cooldowns for your signs. There we go. Ah! Come on, Quinn. What the hell? Dude, I have cat's eyes. Fuck you. God damn it. Oh my god. This guy's a pain in the ass. He's also he's probably like level 29. So he's trying to hypnosis me, but nope, not on it. That's just my house. So definitely, oh man, cool, cat's eyes, cool. Fiend dung, get some erotic flesh. Fiend mutagen, and sometimes you get some loot. And then here you got a thing tang, your trophy, and good to go. So I'm gonna do a little rest here let's get another day. Gorgeous game. Oh, I guess I could. So I guess I gotta look for Fiend's Lair. Detective vision, where are we? Oh, here we are. Oh, the kid died.
Yellow tunic. Must be Ove. Avenged those boys. There's that at least.
Go. So once you kill one of these things, the Witcher contracts, you will get a trophy, and then you can put it onto your side. So some of these are kind of stupid. So I like the Wyvern one. So what's this give? 5% more experience to monsters. You know, some are gold, some are non-humans, which are, I guess, elves, bandits, and dwarves. And, you know, very, very more cosmetic. So I like the Wyvern because those horns are fucking badass. And now we make our way to the, back to the blaze. Roach is not the best horse ever. Like, it has a hard time navigating. But once it's on the roads, we're pretty good. It's really smart, so right now I'm just holding A. But just go back over here, bitch. Holding A, and, there we go. But yeah, this is The Witcher. Like, I have a few problems with this game, but I still think this is an amazing game. I think this game is going to be definitely Game of the Year for a lot of people, and the developers are still putting effort into fixing stuff, still putting effort into content. They announced a season pass of, $25 is going to get you a bunch of shit, but it's also like, it sounds like they're going to put like maybe a whole new island with a bunch of shit. And so it's great. It's great. CD Projekt is a really good developer, though I didn't like The Witcher. I really hated The Witcher, and I thought Witcher 2 was completely overrated. I still like what they did with the game. And then Witcher 3, I do have some problems. I definitely give this a 9. I'm finally got down the combat, but I'm also 60 hours in. There's all sorts of different methods and all that stuff. I'm using different armor and all that stuff. Oh man, another thing before we wrap up, look into Witcher armor. So you'll find regular armor, these cavalry boots, axeman boots, guardsman boots. You will find them through quests or from winning Gwent, and doing other stuff. You'll find them in the world, but the main thing you want to do is find the Witcher gear. So this stuff is actually really good. It's extremely good. It's better than the regular gear because you can kind of upgrade it. So right here, I can make feline boots, and then with feline boots I can make enhanced feline boots, and with enhanced feline boots I can make superior feline boots. And so it's good. And so there's this light, medium, and heavy. So light is less armor but more stamina regen, and then medium is the mix between the two, which is the Griffin, increased armor, and so it's and then there's different stats, and then with the oh my god, I forgot about all this stuff too. Like, this stuff is really crazy. It's too hard to explain a lot of this stuff. Ignite I find very interesting. The melting armor, I really never seen this. I never seen this actually help. I don't like, because there's mobs that will. Very few mobs are affected by fire in a way that it pushes them back. Arid seems to be completely fucking useless. Like, if you use Arid, it's cool if you use it a lot, like upgrade it in terms of this, area knockback. It's not that great. It doesn't increase the intensity, and that's what really factors in. And then Axi, definitely upgrade this dilution. The green ones are Alchemy. I don't like increase your tolerance to toxicity. Not a big deal. And then here's your combat. It's like, here you can deflect arrows now while parrying, and some other stuff. And then there's this, putting in mutagens into these slots, and then putting skills into here and give you 40% attack power. Now I have 70 plus 70 to sign intensity, and then the adrenaline ones so with light armor you're gonna get more critical damage for each armor, and then fast attack does 5% more damage, which is great. Medium armor, sign intensity, and stamina regeneration, and then heavy is 5% for more, and then shrunk attack does 5. So it's cool. It's some of these I do like to increase the survival intact. You do not increase stamina over time. That's all gear based, so it gives me an extra 100 and it gives me 10% more health HP, which is nice. So let's finish off returning to this quest.
Greetings. Any tidings?
It's like, hey, we did the thing, but your son's dead.
Bad ones. Your son's dead, killed by a fiend. All I could do was avenge him.
I told him, son, nothing good ever came out of Pharaoh. Stay home. Your time will yet come for adventures and glory.
Like,
Your reward.
it's sad. Like, you feel like some emotional bomb from this guy. It's like,
better.
I killed this guy, and now, like, I killed the fiend, but I'm still like, oh fuck, this guy doesn't have his son anymore. But like in the whole grand scheme of thing, it really doesn't matter. The whole thing, you know, I get my crown just for the currency, and it's just like, it sucks. Like, it's sad. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Did I get a level? No, I'm barely leveled. But that's The Witcher 3 in my huge long ass video. Definitely buy this. I really hope this video is very informative on all that stuff. It's a kind of a little bit of an overwhelming video, but I'll put it in the description if you kept on watching up to this point. Thanks for watching. I don't know what to do with this more. I would love to do videos with this, but it's just like, it's so many things are at the moment, and you know, it's hard to hit record after you've done the event, because I've had some really interesting battles. Like that fight with that fiend that was pretty crazy. Like, that was like, oh shit, I need to fucking like snap back into reality. Like, I need to take the right potions, understanding what the mob is and all that stuff. That's like, no other game does this, and that's where The Witcher like stands out, where like it has that little bit of Dark Souls in it too, where like you have to, you know, you're water in the fight, and you have to bend with the fight and understand like, oh, this fiend will fuck you up, and use hypnosis. Like, oh wait, I have a potion for that, so I'm going to use cat, so now he can't hypnosis me. I'm going to put oils on. I'm going to, you know, roll out of the way because he has a really insane attack animation. Golems are really weird too. They like flurry you, and so you can get fucked up by them too. So it's understanding how the mob works, and then like these named mobs are going to be different from like different fiends. You know, there's all sorts of different fiends that you encounter. You know, you encounter a short, which is still like a kind of fiend. Different type of fiends. Here's a howler, which is another type of fiend, and then there's this Morvid, which is they all have different attack animations, but the baseline fiend is gonna have something different. But it's just something the same. But it's crazy. This game is just so much. This is a game. If you love open world games, it's great. Like, you know, looking at Assassin's Creed and some of the open world games, like, hey, go up this tower. It's like, oh no, the whole world is open to you. You can go anywhere. You can just wander into the darkness, into the woods, and you will find something. So let's. I mean, I could be here all day. Like, we just counter off in here. We can find something. I think within like the first hour I played this game, I just wandered into the forest and I found a chest in the middle of nowhere. Like, somebody put that chest there. It didn't have the best loot, but like, somebody put that there. Like, the amount of effort in this game, and like the different trees, like having smaller trees on the edge of a forest. It doesn't seem like much. It doesn't. Oh, I was like, it's not a big deal, but no, like, that's crazy. Like, having different sized trees is unheard of in a video game. You know, you always see big giant trees, but like, this world is amazing looking. It's very natural. It makes sense, and it's just, yeah, it's something's going on in the world. Let's get out of here, fuck it. There's stuff going on. You know, there's life and all that stuff. So, you know, you can go to that stuff. You can just stay on the road, like a lot of people say. It's like, a lot of people on like Reddit and forums, like, fast travel is cool, but you know, sometimes I just want to walk. Like, it never gets old. Like, you know, just walking around and seeing stuff. Like, this game is gorgeous. You know, oh, what the fuck was that?
Come on.
Oh, it's a Cyclops. So we're gonna actually gonna kill it on this, like, go. Fuck it. No, fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna fuck you up. Oh, Jesus. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I just love this game. Like, this game is for everybody. People that love RPGs, people that love open world, people that just love... Okay? People that just love to be immersed in video games. Like, it's the combination, I've said this a couple times, it's a combination of so many different games, and it does it so well. And that's where I leave you off in this long-ass video. But as always, thanks for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. Should like, comment, subscribe.